Hi everyone, it's Laura here from makingcardsisfun.com. Thank you so much for stopping by today. Make sure to subscribe and click the notification bell if you're new to my channel. In today's card making video tutorial, I'll be showing you how to create an adorable spinning bee birthday card with action wobbles and creative smile stamps. Without further ado, let's get started. I'm starting out with some white cardstock and some Simon Says Stamp masking paper. I'll be stamping and masking the flowers from the Best Book stamp set from Creative Smile Stamps on some white cardstock. This is some Sheena Douglas white stamping cardstock, and I got this from Cloud9 Crafts. I decided to try it out because I always use Nina cardstock to do some Copic coloring, but this time I went ahead and used the Sheena cardstock, and so far I really like it. I'm using my EK Success Cutter Bee scissors to cut out my mask, and then I'll be covering up the tallest flower first. Since I am doing masking, you want to make sure to stamp the image you want in front first, and then stamp the images you want in the background. So in this case, I stamped the tallest flower first, and then I am stamping all of those other flowers afterwards while I applied that mask on there. I created masks for the other flowers as well, since I will be using Distress Oxide ink pads to create a colored background, and I wanted to protect my flowers from the distress ink. I'm stamping those final little flowers over there using Memento Tuxedo black ink, and then I can start adding some Distress Oxide ink to this paper. I'm using Heavy Doodle low tack tape to tape down or to mask off the bottom part of my card. That way I can apply Mowed Lawn Distress Oxide ink to create a grass border. I'm using some inexpensive makeup brushes, and I really like to use these lately with my Distress Oxide inks. Of course, the little blending tools from Tim Holtz and Ranger work fine as well, but I still prefer the makeup brushes since they apply the Distress Oxide ink so smoothly. Next, I am masking off the bottom part, and then I can create the sky. I'm starting out by adding a really thin layer of Tumbled Glass Distress Oxide ink, and then I am using the Mini Cloud Edges stencil from My Favorite Things to add some clouds. And I just love to use this stencil because the clouds are so realistic looking. All you have to do is grab your favorite distress ink color, or even another ink pad would work. Use a stencil, and then you kind of move the stencil around for each layer, and then you'll be left with this really realistic cloud background. It almost looks like a photograph to me. After finishing up the background, I peeled off the masking paper using my tweezers, and this is the most satisfying thing about the masking technique, because now you can see your beautiful images and it's time to color them. I'm using Copic sketch markers. For the stems, I used YG67, YG17, and YG23. For the orange flowers, I'm using YR09, YR04, and YR02. Next, for the pink flowers, I'm using RV14, 13, and 11. And then I'm going to use a Y000 marker to add some yellow details to the pink flowers. For the actual yellow flowers, I'm using Y19, 18, and 13, and I wanted to add some brown, so I went ahead and used E57 and E55. I'm also coloring some light red flowers using R24, R22, and R20, and then some coral flowers using R43, R20, and R11. Now it's time to stamp the super cute bees from the Best Box stamp set from Creative Smile on my white cardstock. I'm using my Lawn Fawn Shammy to clean my stamps, and I just love this product so much. It cleans your stamps perfectly, and it's environment friendly since you don't have to use baby wipes. You can just use this chamois over and over again until it kind of doesn't work anymore, or until it's entirely black and you want to buy another one because it looks so gross. Because mine already looks kind of dirty. It has lots of black ink spots on there, but you know, that's just how it goes with this damn chamois. Alright, so I'm coloring my little bees using Copic sketch markers, and then I use my EK Success scissors to fuzzy cut these bees. First, I left a white edge around my bee, but then in the end, while I was finishing off this card, I decided I didn't want a white edge this time, so I just went ahead and cut my bees again. And I wasn't really aware of the fact that my camera wasn't focusing well. It looks a little bit blurry over here, so I'm sorry about that. I wanted to create a thick birthday greeting for this card, so I die cut the birthday out of some yellow cardstock 4 times, and then I'm going to layer these up using my Tonic Studios Smooth Precision Adhesive Pen and of course my tweezers. Next, I'm stamping Happy using the clear leather stamp set from Create a Smile on my card front using Memento Tuxedo black ink and my MISTI tool. This is really one of these things where your MISTI tool can be quite handy because stamping leathers perfectly straight isn't that easy. So I recommend using either a stamping platform like I have, or a stamp press, or maybe an acrylic block that has a grid on it. And I am doing some more stamping so it looks like my bees are buzzing, and then it's time to use this mini action wobbler to add some action and an interactive feature to my card. All you have to do is peel off the little liner sheets or the backer sheets, and then you can stick that onto your image. So you can use any image you want. You can use a part of the image and kind of paper piece it so that there's one piece that is spinning around. This time I decided to adhere it on the entire bee. Then finally I am peeling off the other backer sheet, and then I can adhere this to my card front. Make sure to press your image a little bit so it's nice and sturdy, so it's good to spin, and there you go. I'm adhering this card piece to a standard size A2 note card using my ATG from Scotch. And finally, I am going in with my Spectrum Noir Crafter's Companion Clear Overlay Sparkle Pen, and of course a coat of Tonic Nuvo Crystal Glaze, since that is a really cool way to add some shine and dimension to your cards. There you go, that finishes up my Spinning Bee birthday card using an action wobbler and Create a Smile stamps and dies. I hope you enjoyed the video. I will see you again very soon. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.